Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a beginner's guide to writing a letter in Word. So when you open Word, you'll come across this screen, and this very much depends on which version of Word you're using. Now I'm using Word for Mac because I work largely on Apple products. So this is what you'll see, and what we're going to do is to click on the Home tab, which is what we're in now, because we're largely going to concentrate on this area here. So you're in the Home tab now, and your default document is likely to be a letter or an A4 document. So as you can see, your cursor's flashing. It may flash in the middle here, or I'm just going to press this button here, align to left, and it will move that cursor over to the left-hand side. So it depends how your Word is set up. So from this cursor, you can simply start typing. However, there are a couple of things you need to bear in mind before you start typing. The first one is your margins and how thick or wide your margins are. So if you go up to this Layout tab at the top here, you can go all the way over to this icon here, click on this little arrow, and as you can see, you've got a variety of different options that you can click on. Now, if you want smaller margins, you can click on the narrow one, or if you want smaller side margins but wider margins at the top and bottom, you can click on moderate. Now, I'm going to stay with normal, but this is just demonstrating that you have a variety of different options. So back to the Home tab, and I'm just going to zoom in by using this little scrolling button at the bottom here. Click on the little circle and move it to the right, which means that you can scroll in and make your page a little bit bigger. So the first thing you'll want to put in is your address. So if we type in an address, and you'll want to move that address over to the right-hand side. So the easiest way to do it is to select it all by clicking, holding down your mouse and dragging across the whole address to highlight it. Then if you go up here, you've got Align to Right. If you click on that one, you'll see that your address is over at the right-hand side. Then click your cursor to the right of the postcode and press the return key. Now you'll see that your cursor remains over at the right-hand side. That's fine if you want to continue to put a date in, which I'll show you in a second. But if you want your cursor to move back over to the left, then go up and click Align to Left at the top here, and it will line back over to the left. So let's go back up to the right align because we're going to put the date in here. Now you can type the date if you want to, or you can go to Insert, go all the way over and click Date and Time. Then you can choose one of these options here depending on what you want your date to look like. I'm going to select this one here and just click OK. Then it will insert the date perfectly for you. And you can do that with any document. Press the return key again and once more. Then go back up to the Home tab here and then click Align to Left. Here you can begin to type the bulk of your letter. If you want to place in a title here of your letter, then you can go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how to customize it. You can select it all, go to the Home tab, and then you can click on Bold. And you can also click on Underline here. That will give you the title of your letter. If you press the return key and then start typing, you'll see that that formatting will continue. To stop that formatting continuing, go up to this icon here, which says Clear All Formatting. I'm going to just move that over to the left because my cursor's gone to the middle. And as you can see, once you start typing, the bold and underlining have disappeared. So I'm just going to put some random text in here as if it was your letter. Now I think this line spacing is perfect, but if you think your line spacing is maybe a bit too close together and you've got long paragraphs and you want to maybe space them out a little bit more, if you click and drag across all of your text, then you can go up to this tab here, click on the drop down, and you can see additional line spacing options. So for example, if I chose 2, you can see the effect that would have on your text. And the lines are spaced out, and the lines are far more spaced out. Now obviously that's a bit extreme and you may not want spaced out quite that much, but if I press the Command or the Control and the Z key on your keyboard, that will go back one step. Or if I just do that again, you can go up to this arrow at the top here, it says undo line spacing, and it will go back one step. Then you can go back up and maybe choose another one that's a little bit more appealing for you. So now we're coming to the bottom of the letter. You can press the return key twice and then you can put in your signature block. Now there is a way to digitally sign your documents, and I have got a video which I will link in the description below for where you can do that. But that's your signature block at the bottom. Now if you do decide that your letter is going to go over several pages, then you might want to consider putting in a page number. So to do that, you can go to the headers and footers. So you can double click at the bottom. You're now in the footers. You can see this blue line and the name footer here. You're in a tab called header and footer. And all you need to do is to go to page number and click, and then select page number. Here it will ask you if you want it to the right, the center or the left. I'm going to put mine in the center and then just click OK. There you'll see your page number. To come out of the headers and footers, double click anywhere in the center of your document and you'll see your page number here. And then if you make a second page, number 2 will automatically appear on that second page. So there is your letter. So you may not be happy with the spacing. You may want to move the main block down a bit. So if you place your cursor between the date and the start of the text, just press the return key a few times and you can move that text down. So I'm going to show you 3 bonus tips here. First of all is adding a logo, then it will be some simple graphics, and then it will be how to save this as a template so you don't have to put in your address, date and the signature block each and every time. So first of all, a logo. So if you go up to Insert, go to Picture, click on the drop down, select Picture from File, go ahead and select your logo and then click Insert. Now you can see it's completely ruined your letter, but don't panic. Make sure it's selected. Make sure you're on this tab at the top here called Picture Format. Go to Wrap Text, click on the drop down and select In Front of Text. Then make it a little bit smaller. And then you can pop this anywhere you like in your document. But I would recommend that you try to line it up with the side of the text here and try and line it up with this text here. So I'm just going to line it up here. Let's just zoom in. Once I've lined it up with the edge of the text, I'm just going to use my arrow key to move it up. And by eye, I can move it so it's pretty much in line with the top of that address block. Then zoom out. Next, I'm just going to show you how to insert some very simple graphics. So go to Insert, Shapes, select a shape of your choice. I'm going to select the square. Click Draw Out a Square. You can pop this at the bottom here. Let's just make that a little bit wider. So you can put a line at the bottom there. You can pop it at the top here. It's completely up to you. To change the color, just make sure it's selected. Make sure you're on Shape Format. You can go over to Shape Fill and choose a multiple of different colors. Let's choose a blue. But also if I deselect it, you can't quite see it, but there is an outline color. So if I select it, go to this tab here, select No Outline, and then you get a perfect shape at the top. Now you can do this with curves and triangles. If you go online and search for letterheads, you'll see there's hundreds of different designs, but I do have many videos on how to make a letterhead in Word. So if you want to duplicate this, just select it, go to the Home tab, click Copy, deselect it by clicking anywhere, click Paste, and then perhaps you can move this one down to the bottom to copy the top. So once you've done your letter, you might want to save this as a template. What I will do is, I'm really unhappy with where that text is and I really want to move it down. So I'm just going to move this up, put my cursor at the top here and just move that down till I'm happy. So you've got your letter set up now, and when you come to do this again, you might not want to put all this in repeatedly over and over again. So you can save this as a template from this point onwards. However, you'll have to delete the text, and you can simply just do that by clicking and dragging across and just pressing the delete key. So if you want to set this as a template, go to File, Save as Template, and then make sure this templates is selected here, and make sure Microsoft Word template is selected in this one as well. Then you can select it as your default letterhead, and then you just click Save. And then what happens is when you open Word, you'll see you've got templates at the top here. Go over to More Templates, and then in Personal here, just scroll down. I've got lots of different templates, but if you scroll down and you see your default letterhead, it's already there for you. So then all you do is create it. It will open this document again, begin to type, and then when you click Save, it'll ask you to save it as a completely separate document so that you're not ruining the original. So I've just popped all my text back in, and that's how your letter should look once you've finished typing all of your information. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.